really, it's alright. We want to do everything we can for the domain.
Siendo una misión principal
Yes, and
de
to
este
be
evento,
completely fair,
de
I'm the
Resident
one who
Evil,
caused
grabar
this
esto.
terrible mess in the first place.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling us what happened.
Perhaps you should allow me to explain. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this trouble in the domain.
La culpable es él.
Yes.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me of an ashtray my grandfather gave me when I was 7 years old. I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say is, I knew something was wrong as soon as the whole place started flipping.
It's not just your fault. I feel that my responsibilities as the caretaker here. Oh. I knew I should have put the core somewhere more secure. Oh! You mean the big ball of water at the entrance?
¡Oy, tú qué ese demonio!
Yes, that's the one.
¿Sabes que no soy gata, ya?
Anyway, after giving it some
Dije de
thought,
ser mi ropa como
Lessig
tuve
has
mucho
offered to perform some more repair maintenance to help support the domain. But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone.
Oh,
So Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
Mi ropa tampoco.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale. My job is purely to monitor and ensure that Lessig doesn't cause any more trouble here.
Oh! Sure. I don't think anyone's buying that anymore,
Ese
Eula.
demonio.
Though I do remember that Amber mentioned we should just nod and agree when you act like this. Right. You better not slack off today, Lessig.
No, I'll get...
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
Yes, I'll do my best. No need to worry.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem myself. I can already feel new strength kindled inside me. No, maybe that's just the heat of the oven.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot to investigate. Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work. Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible. And
Ahí
there
está,
she
eso es lo
goes.
que no detesto.
At least she seems to be happy.
Ya.
Maybe this is how it feels to be in
Te voy a
charge.
lanzar allá, ya. Ahí te quedas ahí. Ahí tu camita ahí. Ahí dame ya, chico. Miau. ¡Qué miau! ¡Otra vez! ¡Miau! ¡Hey! Sueños y nuevas historias. Esa es la misión, parece. Sueños y nuevas historias. Somos un libro. Sueños y nuevas historias. Oh, ¿qué fue eso? Lo vieron por un breve momento, ¿cierto? Eso es lo que más me espanta este feo. Los bugs. Los bugs. Porque algunos sí son así chidos a decirse. Pero hay otros que son de la... de que no hay que ver. Acá hay uno. Arriba, por ahora. Estaríamos bien buscando todos ellos, los tickets. Acá chicos, aquí hay un ticket. Acá puede haber otro ticket, si llegamos a este. Pero solo quiero completar la misión principal. Después buscamos, veremos.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage. Similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm. Wow! Sounds like Miss Idea must be way busier!
¿Hay otro?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idea? Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual.
Es del otro lado. No salió como esperaba. Sí, tendré que esperar 15 minutos para usar eso. De bárbara. Dios.
The director doesn't get out much. He's all cooped up in his treehouse making But I'm trying to remember now. Where is that treehouse of his? Huh? You don't remember? Hey, don't forget! I'm just the mascot. I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, I suspect that he lives near the theater. And having a view of the entire stage would be useful when imagining a production's actual stage flow. So if I were him, I'd probably pick a treehouse over there. But how do you know which direction the theater is in? Simple. Oh, good point!
Ahora tenemos que hacer algo. Estoy viendo. Ahí viene. Cerca. Ay, lo veré de forma muy única. Digamos. Ahí está el director. Pero en serio, ¿por qué
Where did that
todos
blasted automation
los
mechanism
que son
go?
de este lugar son
The male
similares
actor standees are here,
en
but where are the
cabello y
females?
otras ellas?
Who's that?
Yes, Zosimos! 'Tis I, Idea!
This is a surprise. I was sure.
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature. Did you?
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's my leader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems everyone shares a
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't.
mascot. Is that a new role? I don't remember casting you for that.
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce you to some new friends of mine.
No.
And that's why we came to see you. Well, do you have the component that fell out of this?
I do. I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms, and I can no longer put on any performances.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh? No. Till we fix them. I'd have thought he wants us to make some more. Or maybe the component is broken.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me? Although I was hoping that you're a big group. I have lots.
A show? I want to help!
Also, truth be suddenly.
Huh? You mean that story you've been...
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, dear.
Oh, and he's off to write the script. Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea from some rumors that were swirling around, but he only got as far as writing the intro before writer's block set in. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can do?
¿Un bandido y una bruja? Eso suena interesante. Un historia de un niño nuevo.
A director, my friend, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is the heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the...
Cuenta historia. Y le da cada uno una...
Well, is everything clear?
Director Zosimos, how do you pronounce this word?
¿Sonimo? ¿Sonimo?
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This is a very cute moment, so let's make sure that comes through in the performance.
Oh, wait. There's another word I don't know here.
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together a few more times after this meeting's over.
Cállate,
Most
hermano.
appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually. You seem to know a thing or two about character acting. Tell me, have you acted before?
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have a knack for it. I've actually been looking out for someone with your talent. If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term. Be sure to stay in touch, okay? You and I are gonna go places.
What can I say? Sounds good to me.
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just read the word. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the big...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Hay que subir. Ah, una misión está acá también. Tal vez la contaremos después de esta misión. Corre, corre, corre. No me agrada este otro. Los monstruos de hidro no me agradan para nada. Cuando exploten esa parte, cuando monstruos espíritu de Awiti, ¡boom! Eso creo que con bastante espacio. Demasiado.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Sounds like a lot of work. Edea wouldn't be able to handle that kind of job.
Edea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intent. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of...
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed. From a young age, every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Growing up, my biggest aspiration was to be a director. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of set design on the side. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. I must have dropped it somewhere. If it's not here, then it might be. These are the only two places I've been since I finished writing it. But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready. Would you two mind?
No problem, we'll find it.
Los de YouTube, dejen su like, su comentario y suscríbanse, que activen la campanita para seguirme, para seguir cuando subo un video. ¿Pues de eso, en serio? Osso. ¿Tengo que subir? ¿Dónde es? Ahí está. ¿Es un copy y pega?
Oh, it sounds like a water drop. Let's go have a look.
Oigan, errores. Ahí está. Era un copy y pega. Con un... El que no se... El que no está conmigo es que no está ciego, en serio. Es un copy y pega.
Wow. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus it looks pretty new. This must be the master script. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can't always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay, one last request. Traveler, you can enter the preprints, yes? The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. Now, of course, preprints, but Idea said that if this...
Ah, so that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well...
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set, and the reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now! If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show!
Yes, I know that I'm no... Even if it really is a...
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
Thank you. Genuinely, I... Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me...
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice will... you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit. But no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Ya, sigue. Eso no.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press on.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
Es difícil decir algo claro, pero es un personaje que ha creado por él.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and the light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
¿No me das a activarlo, ves? Ahí está.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
Síguele, síguele. ¡Arre! ¡Arre, mija! ¡Arre!
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came near. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
I forgot to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler! Catch!
¿Qué quieres que haga?
It's a jumpy dumpy!
Ah, Warren.
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Oh, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
Magic bottle that can grant wishes.
Demonios, en serio.
And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the dagger bandit listened to her story, he sighed disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the dagger bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
¡Qué brillo!
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well.
Ahí está, feliz, lo traje. Pero creo que no me lo van a dar. Esto tendrán que comprarlo.
Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the Wow, great costume! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Cleo loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosu!
Su madre es de una de las...
Wait, no,
grandes brujas.
Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever called me that before.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one who designed and made it. You're amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And it sounds like Adia did a great job.
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Adia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second.
¿Qué esconderá ella? ¿Qué
She
esconderá?
gets embarrassed so easily.
¿Qué
She
esconderá?
really can't handle being in the
Mujer.
spotlight.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay. I'll see you all later.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to...
Oh, absolutely! I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't...
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly honestly a little bit ridiculous.
Paimon
Paimon
sí
didn't
sabe cómo
get what you
criticar
were
estas
trying to
cosas.
do. The moment
Ella
anyone
sí buena.
started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over.
La comida de mis finis buena.
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia, what are you doing back here?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being a director.
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how the whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage. To be honest, it was a dream come true.
What a great attitude! You don't seem to be by our comments.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe we were being a little too hard on you.
That's perfectly fine. Nothing is as important to me as my work on the stage. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadows would come to life and dance on the walls. I never got tired of it. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid. Lying on his bed, making sound effects. And I get the same joy from running a show now as I did in my little bedroom theater. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to all know...
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this. Your component...
It's the bottle from the show! The one that lit up when I blew into it.
That's right. Can you guess the secret behind why it lights up?
Oh, maybe there's an invisible fairy inside that opens its eyes when you blow into it.
Bingo! You guessed it.
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on, this will only take a second.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Tia wants to do a little something for you. She says it'll be a dream come true.
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as the first person to have heard of your dream of being a director. Her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Tia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there. I hope the result isn't a disappointment.
Oh, it's perfect. Idea, I'm... Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again, Idea.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, it's time to say goodbye for now. Let's head to the core of the garage and get this place fixed up.
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your costumes. It seems only fair.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours too. It looks amazing. I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an unforgettable character.
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Tierras. Ya se terminó. Ahora se terminó todas estas misiones. Vamos a ver si está. Me roban los mapas.
Yes. Idea had the water droplet send us a message just as the...
How is Lessig doing? He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep sound.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain.
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct. The core of the Valyrian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all. And this domain is one gigantic...
Oh, so everything we've seen is created by this? That's incredible. So, to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly. Well done.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going. This is the final step.
Yay! Suddenly, Paimon's really
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
the right shape. But I've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't...
Esto es...
Sometimes you have no standards
Este
whatsoever.
acá. Este mira acá. De ganar. De arriba. Este acá. Me ha equivocado. Ahora por de acá. Y... Este acá. Este acá. ¿O será? ¡Ay, ay! A ver. La cuerda va acá. Y creo que este va acá. Ahí está.
But why isn't it turning? The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored to its proper shape again. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again one day in the middle of the night when no one's looking.
I thought that with your special abilities, you could get it turning again right away.
What?
All of us are dying to see it. Not just how its domain looks when it's fixed, but also Idea and her element. I want to see Idea using her magic power too. I bet they're super awesome. What are you guys talking about? And how is Clean on this, but Paimon isn't?
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idea than she gives herself credit for. She has a very special power. So, I think some of us have sensed that already. Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was chatting with Mira.
So our general was the first to notice. It seems like she's more perceptive than she lets on.
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, for people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one. I don't want people to get scared when they see me.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it? Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here, but none of them have visions. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. Suddenly, I had a thought. Since hydro-eidolons can change into any form, why not human form?
You hit the nail on the head. All right. In that case,
Sí, mejor se
I am an
de reforma.
Oceanid who was exiled when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
La Arcon Tidro. El anterior Arcon Tidro murió. Entonces lo que vamos a conocer es nueva, ¿verdad? Es muy joven la nueva Arcon Tidro.
Wow, Idea! You're so pretty!
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little...
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come on. I'm too shy.
So does this mean that all the people we met in here are...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. I was curious about what brings people here, so I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
Power to grant wishes, but only within the confines of the bottle.
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had
returned to their respective owners. It was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different zones.
So now that the components have been retrieved, does that mean that all those things are gone?
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe, as long as we prevent them. However much we may criticize each other or get into scuffles, in this mirage,
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with Mr.
Me neither.
I'll always remember my adventures in this fantasy.
Very good!
This one's all yours, Adia, our magical mascot.
That's strange. Nothing happened. Has it lost some power? Crumbs! Not now! Not right off the bat! Everyone putting me on a pedestal! Someone get me a bottle! I'm hiding myself away!
You're already in a bottle.
What now? This was the only way! Now I'll never be able to...
Hold on. If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's core?
Ah, the Shinro casket. That sounds familiar. 1 second. Here. Is this it?
Wow! A huge shell! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been hiding!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Molum Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come to pray to build up Shinki, which gives it its power. Several centuries ago, the pearl was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. Its final resting place was unknown. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyria Mirage, the pearl's light died out.
Huh? How come?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can you?
Oh, I get it now. The shell must have been having too much fun one day and got locked in the solitary
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl all the way here.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel quickly loses its power. Yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind along with their gifts. These have the same effect as the offerings at the shrine.
Wow! I never knew this thing was so powerful.
It is. Powerful enough to help you repair the Valyria Mirage with any luck.
But what do I do with it?
It's simple. We just need to awaken it by telling it what we wish for. For example, my name is Sangonomiya Kokomi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. And my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Watatsumi Islanders, as well as the lives of everyone I cherish. Itia, what do you wish for?
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valyria Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just in this domain, but out there, too. Even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Maimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Chasing your dreams is hard work. Despite all of that, I still hope that somehow, someday, they will achieve their dreams.
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.